Hey there, it's Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in the fantastic Nashville studios. And I've got something cool to show you today. You know we do custom guns. Well, here's one that is just about ready to be shipped out to a customer. And I wanted to do a video on it because it turned out so well. It is well, it started off, should I say, as a plain black Glock 20 Gen 5. Now, the 20 Gen 5 shoots 10 millimeter. 10 millimeters taking a big upsurge in popularity lately. For whatever reason, it's really a popular round because, well, I know, one thing, it's a really powerful round. Certainly the round of choice for people going into Alaska who are, fishing and they're worried about bear. The guides up there say, don't bring a 9 millimeter. A 10 millimeter is really what's going to be a stopping power for a bear or even a moose who's charging you. And so we're seeing a lot of interest in 10 millimeter lately. And it's really funny. One time a guy had texted me and said, hey, you do a lot of stuff on 9 millimeter. Well, why don't you do something on adult calibers? Okay, well, this is it. This is what he meant. He meant the 10 millimeter or the 45. These, of course, are more powerful than the 9, but the new 9 millimeter ammo is very powerful, very effective for self-defense. However, size always wins. So let's talk about the build we did here. So like I said, it was a plain black Glock, and what we have done here, obviously, is Cerakoted the slide and the frame, and applied, this is a basket weave laser stippling. Now, in the old days, literally, I've been around for so long, 30 years, in the old days, we used to stipple by hand. And it was a long and laborious process and not necessarily as much of a science as it was an art. And so every job would come out a little different because it depends on who was stippling. Here, the laser stippling now is much more precise, much more accurate, and actually much more beautiful. And so you can see we stippled all four sides basically, both panels, the back strap, front strap, as well as up here your thumb rests as well. Just, and they really kind of are for the look. There's some feature there, there's some function there as well that, you have a little bit of grip there, but really it just kind of completes the overall look. The Cerakote here is a Glock FDE. That's the Cerakote color, okay? But it does look good. Here on the slide is it's the Patriot Brown Cerakote. Okay, so those are the two things you kind of see right off the bat: the Cerakote colors and the laser stippling. But a couple other things. Obviously, he has included a light, and this is a custom build. The customer said, "Hey, this is what I want," and so we do it exactly, that. And we have some suggestions, obviously, and we'll help you build your gun. But the bottom line is, he wanted the light, and this is that TLR-1 that is super bright. They have all the light manufacturers really have kind of stepped up their game. It used to be 100 lumens, and it was 200 lumens, and we're like, wow, that's a lot. 500 lumens, oh my gosh, that's a lot. All of a sudden it's 1,000 lumens, oh my gosh, that's crazy. You almost start a campfire with the darn thing. But these lights are really cool. Streamlight is of course one of the major manufacturers. You operate these lights with your finger, boom, as a click down. You can also tap it and hold it. You don't have to hold it down. You can just tap it and let it go. Now, if you hold it and let it go, that's a tactical way. Or if you want to keep it on, you just tap it down that way. The other thing, too, this one has a strobe. So if you double tap this, there's your strobe action. Kind of crazy, huh? So the light was part of the build. Now, this Gen 5 G20 MOS, which is modular optic system, comes with a pre-cut footprint for an optic. And this customer wanted to use the new Trijicon HD optic, which we saw at the SHOT Show last year. So it's been out for about a year, maybe a year and a half now. It's awesome. It has the circled out technology, which I really like. And of course, it's Trijicon, which is known for being very robust. The RMR is ruggedized. That's what the whole thing is about. So they do sit a little high. So if you notice what's happening here is we had to use the Glock plate, which makes it sit a little higher. And that means we had to, in order to co-witness, we had to use a higher suppressor sight. Okay, so if you look at, these are the true glow suppressor sights, which sit really high. Now, if you look at this angle, you'll see we can just see, probably right there at the very bottom, a little bit of co-witness, and that's just all you really need. Well, let's see if I can get it straight for you. There we go. And you can see that red dot is kind of blurring up there a little bit as the red shadow. So that's basically what you're seeing through the window right there. So I'd say it's about a 1/8 of the window co-witness, which is perfect for me. The other thing we did, of course, is we've got our extended controls in here, which are the extended slide stop, slide release, and they're ambidextrous on the Gen 5, both sides. Now, you'll see that it reaches back a little further. So it's not only just has a little extension, it's also a little bumpy in a sense. It also extends back. That makes it a lot easier to manipulate. We've got the extended slide lock, which is the takedown lever, which makes it a lot easier to take down, and the extended magazine release, which allows you to function that. The other thing we have is the tungsten guide rod. So this is, like I said, a build that the customer specified. We got it done. It turned out great. We're real happy with it. We've got a lot of pictures showing up on our social as well. And if you've got a custom gun idea, we've got the solutions. Now, bottom line is, here's how it works. You can start with a plain black Glock. Say, hey, here's all the things I want. We've got a lot of samples and a lot of pictures on our website to look at and kind of mix and match. Get on the phone with one of our techs and they're going to help you build it. Or you can just place all the stuff in your cart and say, this is what I want. Bottom line is, it's all custom. It's about what you have. Now, we do have certain custom builds that we have that are available on the website as is. You can modify those a little bit, but they do take a little extra time when you start to mix and match pieces. Custom builds usually take 4 to 8 weeks. So be aware of that. Don't sit there and think you're going to see, if you come up with a custom build and you build all these unique things and think it's going to be delivered in 3 days. Well, that's not really practical. What's practical is for you to, give it a lot of thought, get on the phone with us. Let's help you build a gun that's going to be perfect for your situation. Because, that's what we do. We are the GlockStore. We've got every piece, every part, and every accessory in stock for your Glock and to help you make it better. So when you're ready, give us a call or come into the store here in Nashville. We're just 2 miles from the airport. A lot of people come in who are visiting, they build a gun, then they go, vacation or whatever and go home. And then, 3 weeks later, we ship it to an FFL dealer in their neighborhood and they go pick it up. So it's a good way to go ahead and do it too, because you can actually see a lot of different things here in the store as you build that gun. I'm Lenny McGill. This is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I invite you to come down and check us out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.